All right, joining us today on Daybreak is a very special guest. He's an entrepreneur, host of his own cable TV talk show in the U.S., Getting Down to Business, and he's an author of Amazon's best-selling book, Future-Proofing Your Business, Real-Life Strategies to Prepare You for Your Business Tomorrow, Today. With us now is Troy Hazard. Thank you so much, Troy, for being here.
Thank you. Thanks.
So I wanted to get into the first question. Now, you're originally from Australia, and you've owned at least 11 businesses in the past, what, 20 years?
Yeah, I have, yes.
So where did you get your passion from business, and when did you get that passion?
I actually didn't have a passion for business. I was working in the media. I was working in radio in Australia, and I got fired. And so I came in one night and said, well, I haven't got a job now, what am I going to do? So we started renovating houses, and that led to making a bit of money out of that, and then other businesses, and I kind of fell into it, really. So it wasn't so much a passion, it was more of a, I had to do it.
Right.
Otherwise I was going to starve. And then along the way, we learned how to get our way around business, and buy and sell things and make a bit of money and get ahead, yeah.
So started from the bottom up, right?
Well, I think we stumbled from the bottom up more than start from the bottom up even. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's kind of talk about your book. Amazon's best-selling list. Okay, so what type of strategies do you discuss in this book?
Look, there's more a life story. So I go through the 11 different companies we've owned and the things we did well and the things we didn't do so great, and how we got our way around some of the challenges we had. I think small business in general goes through a lot of the same challenges. So all I did was just share some of those with people so they could maybe look at it and go, oh yeah, I'm feeling that right now. Maybe that'll help me navigate my way through it. So that was more the purpose of the book, just to say, look, I've been there, and maybe you can learn from these things.
Now, part of the title was future-proofing those businesses. How can you actually future-proof a business?
I think the key is to remember what you've been through, like learn from the past, apply it to the present to prepare yourself for the future. We have short memories. So we go through a period like 2008 where it's really tough, and then we go, oh, that was so tough, but now it's good again, so we're okay, we're getting back on track, and we forget what we went through. So the key is to go, well, let's not forget that. That was really important for us to learn some lessons from that, because it'll come around again. There's going to be another crunch that comes up somewhere down the track. How can we prepare ourselves for that?
Okay, and I'm sure along the way you've coached a few people, and you've actually, taken the time to kind of guide people through their first business.
Yep.
What are some of the things you kind of see, some of those failures that, people kind of lack when they're first starting a business?
It always takes twice as long, costs twice as much, and it's twice as hard. That's the first rule. The second thing is that we've got to stop avoiding the accident and start focusing on winning the race. In other words, look further down the track and try and understand what you look like when you grow up. Because oftentimes it's just, let's look at what's happening today and the real problems that are happening right now, rather than saying, in 5 years we look like this, let's work towards that.
All right, and also last question, what are some positive things and positive strategies that people can use if they want to be in your shoes one day?
Look, I could be cliche and say, don't give up, try harder, but the reality is it does take hard work. You've got to keep going and be resilient. And I think that's the key thing. Coming from down under, we're very resilient. We have to be, because we're a very small country. So you've got to just keep getting up and going, you know what? I got kicked yesterday, but I'm going to keep going today.
Nice. Well, you heard it from the man down under, Troy Hazard. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And you can also, where can they find your book?
Amazon, any other bookstore, really, yeah.
All right, and you can also visit his website, troyhazard.com. You can find him on Twitter @TroyHazard. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right, and come.